Supreme Court of Appeal has thrown out Nigerian pastor Timothy Omotoso's bid for a change of judge in his rape trial. Omotoso asked the court to rule on whether Judge Mandela Makaula should still preside. The pastor also wanted the charges against him dropped. He's accused of rape and sexual grooming. Our reporter Athi Mthongana joins us now live from Port Elizabeth. Athi, perhaps just take us through what the Supreme Court of Appeal had to say in handing down this decision.
Basically, Michelle, what this means, it means that Judge Mandela Makaula will continue presiding over this matter. Timothy Omotoso's legal team went to the Supreme Court of Appeal in the Free State in an effort to try and remove Judge Mandela Makaula from presiding over this matter and to also have the charges leveled against him dropped. Now, essentially what then this means, this latest development, Michelle, means that Judge Mandela Makaula will continue presiding over this matter when it resumes on the 4th of February next year in 2019. However, I must mention that the 4th of February is a provisional date. Judge Mandela Makaula might still call this matter back to court as and when I think they are, in agreement with all the parties involved. Michelle, Timothy Omotoso did not want Judge Mandela Makaula to preside over this matter because of various reasons. Ones that I can cite include the fact that he felt that Judge Mandela Makaula was biased. He felt that he was in favor of the first witness in this rape trial, which is Cheryl Zondi. When she gave her testimony, there were instances where Peter Doberman, who's been representing Omotoso and the two co-accused, there were instances where he asked her questions about penetration and the centimeters of when Timothy Omotoso allegedly penetrated her, and Judge Mandela Makaula would interject and try to stop that line of questioning, saying that it was unfair for the first witness, Cheryl Zondi, to be questioned in that manner. And also the fact that he also wished Cheryl Zondi well for her exams when she went off to write her final exams at the University of Johannesburg. So those are just some of the reasons that were brought up by Doberman, saying that Timothy felt that he, the judge, Mandela Makaula, was very much in favor of Cheryl Zondi, and also the fact that they wanted the charges against Omotoso quashed. So the charges range between human trafficking, rape and sexual assault. There's a range of charges that Timothy Omotoso faces, together with the two alleged recruiters that he is currently standing trial with at the High Court.
I mean, Athi, since this discussion around whether Judge Mandela Makaula was in fact giving some sort of preferential treatment to that witness, Cheryl Zondi, there's been a lot of discussion in the legal fraternity around the duty of judges, magistrates in cases like this, the duty to protect the witness while still making way for a fair trial.
That's correct, Michelle. And in fact, the Law Society coming out to say that the questioning, that particular line of questioning put forward by Doberman to Cheryl Zondi during her testimony was somehow unfair. They did stipulate in a statement how witnesses should be questioned, and in fact the way in which Peter Doberman questioned Cheryl Zondi brought about so many questions about how witnesses should be questioned when they take to the stand, and some of them saying that it might also ignite secondary trauma, because she then also had to go through every single detail of the incidents that allegedly transpired when she was in one of the houses or during her time at the Jesus Dominion International Church. And I think that's also the reason why not so long ago Peter Doberman brought in senior counsel to come and come and assist him in this case. After that, he then went on to the Supreme Court of Appeal to try and get Judge Mandela Makaula to be excused from this case. However, now he will continue as the judge presiding over this matter on the 4th of February next year.
Athi, before we let you go, this application by Timothy Omotoso's legal team to have all of these charges against him quashed, kind of a bizarre application when you think about just the amount of witnesses still set to be questioned, 49 in all, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct, Michelle. And in fact, the NPA said to us yesterday that the sooner the trial continues, the better. They have a long list of witnesses that are expected to also take the stand. Cheryl Zondi's testimony was quite lengthy, and that was just the first one. So the NPA is relieved that the Supreme Court of Appeal has made this decision. Now it means all systems go, that they will continue with this matter, and we are expecting to see more witnesses take to the stand. Over 40, you're correct, Michelle, witnesses expected to take the stand following Cheryl Zondi.
All right, thanks very much for that, Athi Mthongana, our reporter live to us there from Port Elizabeth. The Supreme Court of Appeal having thrown out the application of Nigerian televangelist Timothy Omotoso